Welcome back to the Controvert podcast. Today we're going to talk about men who choose women over top priorities in life. My name is Panda and I'm your host. Today I'm joined by a guest, a reoccurring guest that was part of a video that actually kind of blew up before. And he's dating coach. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Sebastian Ye. I'm a pickup and dating coach. I've been doing pickup for a decade now, and I've been a coach for the past 5 years.
Great, awesome. So today we are actually hanging out. We're doing some business. Had some very important things to do because we're actually partnered now with Gallant Gentleman, the business that Sebastian actually runs. This is not really a promotion, but more so to let you guys know that when we're doing business, we had potential friends that could have helped out or been a part of the business. They could have been probably grandfathered in. And so if they joined, they could have been part of something big if, you're going to be joining early, grandfathering in, right? But They actually chose. What did they do, Sebastian?
They decided to, instead of take time out of their schedule to join us, they decided to use that time to meet up with some girls.
Correct.
So they picked girls over a possible business opportunity for them.
And this wasn't the first time this has happened. It's actually, we had 2 days of doing this. We had 2 days of meeting up, hanging out, doing business. And twice we got flaked by one person. And then this other person flaked today. And this other person that I've been kind of working with, a lot of business things, right? Big flakes a lot of the times. And then sometimes it's like, my bad, I'm not performing too well because, I had some action last night. And like, all right, well, if we're going to be doing business together, then we have to be on optimal level, right? Anytime you're on anything like very professional,
Correct,
and if you're not be able to like act straight because last night you're dicking down some girl, then what the hell are you doing?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I'll share with you my own personal experience. Well, I talked to Panda about this, but recently I had a student. He was very open and honest with me. He said, "Hey, I want to take on your programs. I want to hire you for your services, especially for a tour or a higher tier service. Of course, those cost more money." And he openly admitted, he said, "Hey, right now, I don't have a stable career, a stable job, or a stable income, but I still plan on figuring out a way to, take on your courses and your programs." I said, "Great, fantastic." So he ended up taking on my social circle program, which is lower priced. It's an entry program. So after the session was over, he told me, "Oh, this is great that I learned this because I can use this in South America. I'm about to go to do a South America trip." And I was a little bit confused. I was a little bit taken back because I was thinking, wait, you just openly admitted to me you have no money, no stable income, no stable career, no stable job. How can you afford a trip to South America? I asked him in a very polite way, and he just told me, "Oh, this is all the money I have left, and I'm going to use it to go to South America to meet girls." So he prioritized meeting girls by cleaning out his entire bank account instead of using that money for himself and investing,
Developing himself.
and developing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I heard that, I didn't want to tell it to his face. I just straight up thought, man, this guy's not going to get anywhere. Not just with women, but in life. If this is your mindset, right? You're going to pick girls over prioritizing other important aspects of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I just said, okay, well, you know what? Have a safe trip. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Because I highly doubt that anything I say to him is gonna change his mentality.
Okay, let's be real. You were kind of pissed when you told
Yeah,
me the
yeah,
story.
I was-
You were
no.
like pissed off.
I wasn't pissed by the fact that, oh, instead of spending money on my programs,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, it wasn't about him spending money on my programs. It's about, hey, you could have used that money for a better purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah. Even if he said, oh, yeah, I'm going to save up this money to make sure I don't have any back payments on rent or my credit card or something more useful, right?
How much did you say the trip was? Like $3,000, or there wasn't like a fine amount?
Well, he said 1 week in South America. I'm not going to say which country specifically, but I would say a 1 week trip would be maybe $2,000, give or take.
USD.
Yeah, USD.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm thinking, man, you could have used that for so many better things. You're going to spend 2 G's for possibly meeting a chick, possibly, right? So, yeah, that's why I was kind of pissed, right?
Yeah. You know, I could actually relate to this. It's just like what I was telling you. That one friend, okay, let's just name them like guy A and guy B, right?
Yeah.
Guy
Tom
A,
and Jerry. His name was Tom and Jerry.
All right, Tom and Jerry. All
Yeah.
right. So Tom was the one that flaked on us twice this weekend.
Right.
Jerry was the one that flaked on us today, and in the past has flaked on me multiple times. Didn't perform well.
Yeah.
So Jerry, he actually recently went to also South America, and he was there for a week. Okay, so he was there for a week, and you know that's fine. You're gonna go there for a week. You know,
Right.
You got a vacation. That's fine. But the thing is, if you're gonna be complaining about life, and you're gonna be like, oh, I just don't know. I feel like I'm not fulfilled in my life. I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere. I'm just stuck at this job. What are you doing going out for vacation for a girl? And I'm not saying, I know there's going to be haters out there. They're going to be like, yo, like people can't go on vacation. How crazy are you? Well, think about it like this. If you're in California, okay, you're making 35K. You think you should be going on any vacations at all? You don't got any money in your savings.
You have no business, number one, going on vacation when your income isn't stable and you don't have a strong income. That's number one. Number two, you shouldn't be going on these vacations when you feel unfulfilled with your unstable income, right? So
Correct.
you have no business to prioritize a vacation over everything else in your life.
Yeah.
But they don't see it that way.
And I think a lot of men, they do this because they're trying to validate themselves. They try to validate themselves by getting girls. And
Right.
that's why a lot of men out there, they're very insecure. But what gives them that security is having multiple women. So both Tom and Jerry, okay?
Yeah.
They both have something in common. They both feel the need to find women. And when they do not have women, they actually feel like, I'm insecure. I feel like I don't have that grasp on myself. I need to get more women. So in a sense, it's kind of like crack,
Yeah.
right? And I've been there before. I don't know if you've been
Yeah,
there.
I've been there. 100% I've been there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt so invalidated in myself because I didn't have any skills that I was proud of. So the way I found myself wanting to validate myself was through getting girls as my confidence. Now that I've fulfilled a lot of my responsibilities and developed myself a lot, and I'm still fulfilling my responsibilities, right? I feel to a point where I don't even need girls that much. It's to a point where I'm like, you know, women are not even secondary to me.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to find the one and I'm chilling with that.
Yeah.
And that one, you know, as long as she gives me my time to develop my careers, my aspirations, and continuously do that, I think that's when you actually start to make your validation become a reality and become cemented as long-term validation versus something that's like short-term. Because these guys, they're going for like these short-term gains, right?
Yeah. I 100% agree with what you said. Not only are you staying on top of your own priorities, but now that you found the one, right?
Yeah.
She's also being supportive. That's very ideal. That's very, very ideal.
Yeah. Now let's say this, like if people might say this, what if like he goes to like Mexico or he goes to South America, right? Anywhere in South America.
Yeah.
And then he finds like a girlfriend, a wife there.
Yeah.
That's fine. But the thing is, you still haven't developed yourself.
Yeah.
You still have the same lackadaisical personality.
Yeah.
You still flake on people. And think about how your brothers would feel about that. Would people want to run a business with you?
Correct. Yeah.
Like look, with the business that we're running, right? This is serious business, okay?
Very serious, yes.
This has big potential for success. And if you're going to just flake because I have a girl,
chick,
a chick, or just some stupid reason. It was probably not a chick because of a chick this time, but it was adding up to that. It was adding up.
That's debatable, but yeah.
A bunch of times it was chicks.
Yeah.
I think this time it was like actual emergency stuff, but it's already been so many times that it was for chicks that now it's like the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah.
You know? Now, okay, yeah, for sure. You might have an emergency, but we're still going to look at this like, dude, you're not someone to take seriously.
Correct.
And so it's just this never ending spiral where you will constantly be not getting trusted by business partners, potential business partners. No one wants to take you seriously.
Correct.
You also cannot convey your seriousness because you have this personality that people just look at and they're just like, that's a joke.
Yeah. So this is where I will admit my own shortcomings. So I used to be like that. Mm-hmm. And what I noticed was, let's say I do end up getting the girl, right? I pick a girl over a top priority in life.
Okay.
Let's just say I do end up getting a girl. All that is I'm still a loser, but I just happen to be the loser that got the girl. I'm still a loser. I got the girl, but I'm still a loser, right? So
well, I was thinking, Sebastian, is that it doesn't matter as long as you're happy. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters.
Yeah, right. Top priorities in life don't matter. Yeah, no. But seriously, like I said, I'm still a loser. I got the girl, but no one cares, right? No one cares that I got the girl. No, let me put it in perspective. Who would you respect more? Some loser that got a girl, or some loser that really made something of himself? Which one would you respect more?
I would respect the guy who made something of himself.
Right.
It's like you don't necessarily need a woman to have that respect from your peers. I mean, yeah, for sure. When a guy is with like a hot girl, super hot girl, they would be like, damn, you're with such a good girl.
Yeah.
Or like, okay, not all hot girls are good girls, right?
Right.
If she's like really hot,
Yeah.
she's a good girl, assuming that,
Yeah.
all the guys would be like, damn, and they would respect.
Correct.
But what brothers respect the most is when he's made something of himself, because now he doesn't really have to chase the girls too much.
Yeah.
And plus, like, he has something to fall back onto. Now he could just focus on his business.
Yeah.
But if you just focus on girls and your business or your work isn't really all there, you don't have the funds to fund yourself or your girl.
Or even possibly your future family.
Yeah,
right?
your kids.
Yeah. So to me, like I said, I admit it. I used to be like that as well. It's just as I got better and better and better with women and I started having more success with women, I noticed the broker and broker I became, right? So yeah, sure, I get the girl or girls, but I'm not having a sustainable lifestyle for myself.
Yeah.
Right. And there's no longevity in this type of lifestyle as well. So that's why I started to look at things differently. You know, it's like, no. Yes, it's okay to get girls. I'm not saying don't get girls, but have your priorities in order, basically. Yeah.
So let me talk a little bit about like the business that we're partnered with right now, right? So because he's running, like Sebastian is running a dating coach program or dating coach business, right?
Yeah.
What my job is to have a little bit of understanding with like pickup.
Sure.
To also do my role in the business.
Yeah.
and to be reliable. Okay. So what we were talking about earlier is that we need to find someone that's like, knows pick up a little bit. That would be ideal. We don't need to,
Right.
but also we need someone who does their job really well. That's like the most important.
Yeah, for the business. Yeah.
But number 3, this is also probably equally as important. If you have number 1, where you have good game, it's very hard to find people with good game and they're reliable.
Oh, yeah.
Because they fall into that pussy trap all the time.
Yes.
They're always going to be like,
yes.
oh, pussy's coming. Sorry, guys, I got to bail. All right.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, sometimes if it's your wife that you love and admire and you need a bail for something that's not as important, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Totally.
But if it's some chick, like...
If it's some chick...
Yeah.
And you want to bail for a potential business that's going to blow up?
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably get it a little bit. Okay. I like to play pickleball, right?
Yeah.
If I invited you to come play pickleball with me and you wanted to flake on pickleball, just to like hang out with this chick that's just like, a booty call, right?
Right.
I would still understand that a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
But what I don't understand the most is we got a potential business on the line.
Correct.
And I'm gonna flake on this whole thing for this girl.
Let me share with the audience a story about Jeff. Okay. So Jeff was he was coaching in LA, I believe.
He's your partner.
Yeah, Jeff is my partner. He's the founder of Gallant Gentleman. I'm the co-founder.
Controvert Podcast is partnered with Gallant Gentleman, a dating coach program ran by Sebastian. I know what you're thinking. Dating coach program. Shake my head. Superficial guys that rely on looks to get girls. But no, whether you're short, fat, ugly, or even broke, Gallant Gentleman has helped hundreds of men have success with women. I mean, look at Sebastian. He always openly admits that he's a loser.
I'll openly admit I'm a loser. Okay? No problem. I'll openly admit.
And it's because of this honesty that we're partnering with him, because we know that he will help his students. So if you're a man looking to have dating success with women with proven methods and without relying on looks or money, contact Gallant Gentleman in the link below or in the description below.
And he's the guy that taught me pickup and how to be good with women. He was coaching at the W Hotel in Hollywood. Okay, very, very nice venue. And he had a student with him that had really high approach anxiety. Or just high anxiety in general. And Jeff asked him, hey, how can I help you? And the student said, listen, I have anxiety when I approach, but if you can get the girl to come to me, then my anxiety goes away. So Jeff goes, okay, don't worry, I'll get a girl for you. So Jeff found this beautiful girl. I mean, she looked like a 12 out of 10, like unrealistically beautiful, very, very unrealistically beautiful. And Jeff started talking with her, and he invited the girl to where the students were hanging out. And she came along, and Jeff introduced the girl to the student. That girl ended up being a really, really famous European actress. She looked like, imagine the European version of Priyanka Chopra. Okay, so she looked, she's an Indian actress. Indian actress. And as the girl was talking to the student, eventually the girl just lost interest in the student and wanted to talk to Jeff. Now, as our company policy is, the coaches don't get to flirt or hook up with any girls until we have helped our student achieve whatever it is they want to achieve. Okay? So the girl stopped talking to the student and wanted to talk to Jeff. And Jeff's like, man, I can't talk to the girl, right? Because that'd be kind of messed up. If let's say I'm the one coaching. I give a girl to the student gets rejected, and now I take the girl right in front of the student. It's kind of messed up, especially when I haven't helped the student achieve what he wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
Right?
Unprofessional.
Yeah, it's very unprofessional. And I told Panda, listen, you have no idea the amount of hookups we had to turn down for the sake of our students. So we made it a company policy. No coaches get laid until we help the students accomplish their goals.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And that's a sacrifice we just cemented with ourselves. No matter how hot the girl is, no matter how beautiful she is, because to us, business is priority, right? We prioritize business over sex or hookups or a chick or a date with a girl, any of that.
And that's why I fuck with you guys, because I know like in the dating industry or dating coach industry, okay, there's going to be a lot of guys that are met with this temptation. And guys who get met with this temptation, it's hard to reject it. And so you can't really like determine whether or not this guy's serious, especially like not even dating coaches, but just men in general.
Yeah.
I have really good friends that they have solid game.
Yeah.
And they would flake on a lot of not just my events, not just my hangouts, but a lot of other people that set it up. It could be a big birthday party. They would instead go drive to San Diego 2 hours from like LA just to get some puss.
Right.
And I'm like, what the and that's fine. Like, I think it's good that some men, like, they want to be fuckboy, whatever. You want to improve your confidence, that's fine.
Yeah.
But number one, I feel like you shouldn't find that external validation. You should you should work on your internal validation first. That's very important. Number two is that, like, if you're just always focusing on these external validations, you don't really have time for, like, developing things and connections with people, right? So whenever I see people like this, I just look at them with like what are you doing? I'm just like so turned off. It's like, for example, if you want to say that a woman does something to turn a guy off, I would say men still have something to turn off other men, even though I'm straight.
Right.
I'm saying like as like a brother.
Yeah.
There's like a turn off meter. I'm like, dude, I don't think this guy could be my brother anymore.
No, because men, we take accountability very seriously. Integrity and accountability.
Yeah.
Right. Integrity is, hey, are you a man of your word?
For sure.
Right. And the more and more you start, destroying your reputation through a lack of accountability, eventually your word means nothing as a man.
Yeah.
Right. It just means nothing. Right. So I'm glad you brought this up. So yesterday when we went to the Spectrum to talk to some girls, one girl was really, really into me, the one that, asked me how tall I am.
You can tell I'm the calm and cool one. He's the comedic and funny one.
So how tall are you?
Right. And Panda just said, yo, f it, man, just go hook up with her, just go to her house and get the hookup. Right. And I already drilled into my mind. I'm like, no, I'm here to work. I'm not here for, to get laid. I'm here to work.
You know what you said? You were like looking at the text. She said, hi,
it's me.
It's me.
Yeah.
And then you looked at it and you're like, I'm not even going to reply to her.
Yeah, I left her undelivered. Not even on read. I left her undelivered.
I was like, damn, Sebastian is serious business.
Yeah.
But I mean, from the perspective of non-dating coach, I'm not a dating coach, right? But we're still kind of partners together. I've had several instances I had to bail on pussy,
right,
for the things I needed to do, because it's like a lot of times, like, we'd be filming for Controvert podcasts, or I'd have to do not even like work stuff, not even for my job, because of course work job stuff, that's number one. People would bail on that easily. But if you have like other things aside from like your actual job that's providing revenue and like the base of your income, and you still cancel the plans with that girl for like free pussy, I think that's more valid and respectable than like not doing any of those. Like, for example, if a guy was just doing like business, right? What's more respectable? A guy doing business or a guy who's turning down pussy every week to do business.
Oh, of course, the guy turning down pussy because he
Exactly.
knows how to control his temptations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, it's respect and accountability. Like men, we respect each other's integrity, right, and accountability. Like, can you keep yourself accountable? Can you turn down the temptations, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just. I was telling Panda earlier. It's like, man, yo, if we just had a team of us, right? Like if we had clones of myself, clones of Panda, and we had a whole team in this business, man, we would kill it. We would kill it because Panda, like I know Panda, he's gonna stay on top of his tasks, right? If I say, hey Panda, let's do X, Y, and Z for X, Y, and Z project, or let's do this task, I know he's gonna do it, right? He's not gonna flake on me for some chick or for some like low priority thing. He's gonna stay on top of it, and vice versa. So,
if you're a man watching this right now, like think about in your brotherhood circle, like which of your brothers, if they're to start a business, if they're to start anything that's gonna generate income or do anything in general, like that requires like some emergency stuff, would they trust you to do this, to do a good job? Yes or no? I say this because like for the past week, me and Sebastian's been living at my house. We've been just like doing a lot of content, getting a lot of marketing information, material. And we've been working nonstop and we've been filming podcasts at the same time. So just to give more context, Sebastian is from New York and he came to California just so that I could work with him and we provide content, we film content, we make content, right? And
yeah, and I took a risk, right?
That's a really big risk.
Yeah, I flew down here and Panda could have said last minute, hey man, we're not doing this. Even though I already bought the plane tickets, I already set all the plans, and he could have easily just flaked and bailed out, but he didn't, right? So, and at that point, I've only met him twice.
Dude,
once in New York.
We've only known each other for like, I would say 6 months or so, right?
No.
We met in April of 2024.
Yeah.
Late April, I would say May.
Yeah.
And then right now is December.
Yeah.
So it's like 7 months.
Yeah.
Right.
We barely know each other, literally. Barely. Not even a year in.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And for me, once I saw that he was serious about this, right? He even went out of his way to make sure that I could stay at his house, you know? And I really appreciated that from him because normally he's not allowed to have other guests at his house. So those are good
Except
indicators.
for girls.
Yeah, except for girls. Yeah.
We'll get into that another day.
Sure, yeah. So, you know, regardless, I'm not going to get too deep into our story, but basically the point we're trying to make is have your priorities straight, right? You don't need to fall into temptation. I know that's very cliche to say, but look at your brothers, right? If you're a guy watching this, look at your homies, look at your best friends, your brothers. Are they as, you know, reliable, accountable? Are they men of integrity? Are they men of their word? And if they're not, you got to look at yourself and ask yourself, why am I even hanging out with these type of people? Right? Do you want a circle of guys that flake, kind of half-ass things, and will drop you at a moment's notice just for a girl? In my social circle program, I teach, I'm a big believer in your social circle is a reflection of you, and you are a reflection of your social circle. And that's a big deal to me because when this is one of the main ways I gauge if a girl is someone I could take seriously, I look at her social circle. Okay, are her friends good people? Or are all her girlfriends hoes, right? Are all her girlfriends promiscuous, right? If all her friends are promiscuous, there's a very, very high chance that she's also going to be promiscuous, that she's not going to be a good person, right? And vice versa. If I meet a girl and she's promiscuous, I can also assume that, oh, her social circle is going to be like that as well. So really take that to heart, you know.
I mean, I've been taking that to heart, man. With Tom and Jerry, I'm like, just like, yo, I started evaluating myself.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I would come across like some reels where it's like, you are the average of your 5 friends.
Yeah.
Where it's like a guy getting interviewed and he's like, how do you determine if a guy's going to be successful?
Yeah.
And he's like, easy. You just look at his 5 friends.
Yeah, look at his circle.
Yeah, and then you can determine whether or not this guy is going to be successful because you surround yourself with who you're going to be.
Who you want to be, yeah.
Who you want to be or who you're going to be.
Correct,
right?
correct, yeah.
And so I started going like, yo, I have to probably start distancing myself from these guys. And it's not because, you know, I don't like them. I mean, I really care.
You still get
like
along
them.
with them socially.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But it's just like, I know it's not going to be for my good. And so that's something to think about for all the viewers out there, because it's like, if you're like this, where you always like flake, then you might have less and less friends, less and less brothers, less and less people to like have collabs or projects that you guys could work on. Less people will trust you. But I will say this, when you have someone that trusts you that much, dude, like for example, when you trust me this much, it's a really good feeling.
Of course.
And I feel like because these dudes, they're lacking so much in their life that they don't really have this satisfaction of feeling this way. So they go out there to find it. But then it's a never-ending spiral.
Correct.
Because they keep going out to the wrong places to find the satisfaction. And it's like it's like when you go out to gamble, you keep thinking it's going to make you happy, but then you keep losing more and more.
Yeah. Not only are they going to the wrong places, but they themselves have the wrong mindset, right? Wrong mindset breeds wrong actions. Wrong actions can breed to wrong friends, wrong everything, right?
Yeah. And dude, these people are not going to get anywhere in life. I just want to say that right now. Like, it's like, if you have such flaky behavior, such flaky personality, dude, anything you try to do outside of your work is not going to work. Like, maybe you think, oh, I'm going to learn all this stuff. I'm going to learn how to market. I'm going to learn how to do Bitcoin. I'm going to learn how to trade. All of that shit won't matter. Because whatever you try to do when you're like actually making money, you won't be able to actually progress that and transcend that to even a higher point of view, a higher point, a higher level.
Especially when you will drop that, project or that desire over a chick.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not like, again, I want to emphasize, I'm not saying it's wrong to, be successful with women. It's just simply priorities. That's it.
Yeah. And a final note that I want to say is that, like, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I don't want people to be thinking, well, if a guy flakes on his boys for his wife, then doesn't that show that he'll have a successful marriage? Yeah, for sure. That's like for a wife. But you also have to have a balance. What is this guy flaking on his boys for? Yeah. If he's flaking on the boys to have a night out with the boys to go to the club, yeah, for sure. 100%. I understand. But if you're flaking on the boys for like a business project, I'm not going to beat the dead horse with this, right?
Right. Yeah.
But even I would say, if you flake on the boys for a night out where you guys could bounce ideas off each other on a social night where you guys go out to have a beer. Yeah. For like a side hoe, right? A side chick.
Correct.
You f***ing up.
Yeah.
I'm hard.
We're not misogynists. We love women. Okay. I want to get that. We're not misogynists. We love women. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, whenever I have like a girlfriend too, like, I'm able to balance it. I'm able to like tell her, hey, like, I got this going on. I even flake on some boys sometimes to hang out with my girl. But I have to see how often am I hanging out with the boys, right?
A nice balance. You gotta have a nice balance.
And if these dudes like Tom and Jerry, they haven't hung out or done anything with the boys for a long time, and they've been hanging out with girls, different girls every single week, then dude, that shit is a drug to them.
Yeah. It's like the old saying, chasing the magic dragon, right? They want to chase those temptations, chase the rush,
Yeah.
simply for either validation from others or self-validation, some form of validation. Yeah.
I would easily just call it bowing down to pussy power.
Yeah, sure. In simplistic terms, yes. Yeah.
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 All right. Well, we're going to end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. And make sure to check out Sebastian with Gallant Gentleman. If you guys have any questions, you could definitely feel free to DM him. He personally answers all DMs.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys next time on Controvert Podcast. Peace out.